Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is Doc Favors here, where we talk about mindset mastery, wealth creation, and how to really build that life of freedom. And I'm so excited to be here with you for another Bellator Life update, Project X update, and we're going to answer a few questions. And so, as always, thank you all for subscribing to the channel. If you have not, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn your bell notification on so when we drop different videos, when I'm going live or whatever we're doing, you all can have access to that as soon as it come up, okay? So with that being said, you all, let me just start by saying this. If you all haven't noticed, if you've been under a rug somewhere, you've been on vacation, you just been, head down grinding on whatever you're doing and whatever assignments you have, good people, Project X has just been phenomenal. Started off with 12,000 of these nodes, you all. Let me just give you all the first piece right here. We only had a supply of 12,000 of these nodes, man. And we just got an update, and I know I can share this with you. Literally, there is under 2,000 left. And that is why we have asked and pleaded with them to give us a few more days for an extension. And so these are going to sell out and they probably not going to come back again because of everything that's been happening with the Project X node. And so what I'm going to do now is first I want you to understand is we secured a deal called the Legato Real Estate and Hospitality. We also have the Nigerian oil tokenization deal. We also have deals that's going on the secondary market. And then we have, just some things that's connected to it. And now what's most important for you all to understand is those are just the first phases of this. All right. I got plenty of videos over here on the YouTube channel that you all can go and watch. One video in particular that I'm going to suggest you watch that is a game changer and it will definitely bring some clarity for you is I had the distinct pleasure of hosting and being on with the CEO and founder of Bellator, which is Mr. Michael Thier. And when I tell you he's dropping some knowledge on both of these videos, you see the numbers is going up on them. He's dropping knowledge on the power of finding the right vehicles. I'm gonna tell you about that, and then Project X Explained. And he's sharing some history, but he's most importantly, he's giving some insights as to why and how we got here. I'm telling you, first of all, you understand this company's been around. Bellator just started, I think, 2 years ago. But Bellator is a marketing arm of Mediterra, which they've been at this for like 9 years, you all. Let me see, make sure I got that slide up. For like 9 years. And so it's somewhere up in there. Look, yep, there it is right there. So since 2017, Miracle Technologies, Mediterra, have been building this software and building out the whole ecosystem of what we have, you all. And when I say these numbers are real, 100 million in infrastructure investment, that's how they're able to do and allow you and I to get involved in some of this, okay? And of course, this is informal, so I'm not talking about any of that today. I'm just sliding through the slides to let you know that these real world assets are real. So I want to show it to you and get into this just a little bit. I'm bypass some of this right here because once again, this is very informal. I got videos for you all to see, but I want you all to see this here, this right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this quick clip right here.
It's a revolution. It's a start of the digitalization of this planet, its future.
Let's start Project X.
So this is our project in Redondo Beach, the Eddie Redondo Hotel, which is a Hilton Curio collection, which is just completing construction here by the end of the year, beginning of next year. It has glass elevators that overlook the ocean. It has panoramic views. It has luxury inside and out. It's next door to the Eddie Redondo residences that we've also completed and built. Rooftop deck and lounge.
Look at that.
The views are spectacular. Those are actual views of the Pacific Ocean. As you go, this is the opposite side of the building as you connect the party venues from the third and fourth level.
Oh my God, look at that rooftop.
Cabanas, pool, bar, restaurant that wrap around to meeting spaces and party venues for both entertainment and private events. you'll see in a moment as it goes from everything from common area bathrooms and finishes to stage and entertainment facilities.
And when is this going to be done?
The end of this calendar year, so within the next 6 months. As you walk around with the view, you're still on the roof deck that opens.
So for those of you who are asking about dates, it's right here where I can introduce the first question for you. Someone says, and I'm reading them off the thing. Mike, what is the 3+3 X node? All right, so right here is where I want you to understand something. The 3+3 is a particular package that we have. Now, once again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to do. I'm just sharing some education, some information so you can make an informed decision, okay? Now, how you get involved with everything in terms of the Project X node, you all, obviously you get back to the person who shared this update with you. If I'm the one with someone you said I'm gonna show you how to get involved, you get their link, you get positioned, and then you let them know, and they're gonna walk you through how to secure. So look at this. So for Project X 1+1, you all, that is $1,600. So basically, you're getting a deal for 800 a piece. Now, it's important that you understand when we first started, when I bought my first Project X node, it was 1,600 for one. Okay. Now, 1,600 for one. Then when we got to the 3,600, it was 3,600 for just three. But because of the heart of our CEOs and founders and the leadership team, they said let's give our community a bonus. So 3+3, you all, means what it says. Instead of you getting three Project X nodes for 3,600, they're gonna add three to it. Now, where do you know companies doing that at? They're going to reward you, if you will, reward your hard work, whether you're an investor or a builder, and they're going to give you a position where you can start earning daily from these nodes. Yeah, we earn in our tokens, your native token, daily, and a lot of things is happening right now, and that's why these nodes are almost gone. Okay, so when you say, well, what is that you say it's almost gone? What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not going to get into the commission of it, but there is a direct commission. But when I say they're almost gone, you all, you got to understand that these nodes are in limited supply. There was only 12,000 of these limited NFT based tokens. Okay. And so what happens is when people found out about the Legato deal, part of what I was just showing you all that were down in Redondo Beach, when they found out about the Nigerian oil tokenization deal, these are deals, you all, that's worth. Okay, so let me just break it down for you, and it's right here, so I'm gonna show you. This deal alone is 5 billion. Inc. Got it done. 25% of that goes to Project X. I mean to Mediterra, and then 8% of that goes to the Project X, and it's divided amongst all of us. So basically, you do the math. If it's 5 billion and you have one or two of these nodes, then what happens, 5 billion, 25% go to Project X, then 1.25 billion goes to us at 5%. Then you divide that. I mean, you multiply that by how many nodes you have, and then divide that by 18 months, and that's what you no. You divide that 1.25 by let me get my math right, y'all. You divide that by the 12,000 nodes total. Then you'll see what each node will be worth. And then you divide that by you multiply by how many nodes you have. So I think I did that right, y'all. It's kind of fuzzy. I might have to go to the board right here. Let me write this down. So if we got at five, let's say here, 1.25B, and that is divided by 12,000. Let me get my calculator. I got to slow down and get my math right, you all. I don't want to confuse anyone. All right, let me get the calculator. So that's 1.25 divided by 12,000 Yeah. So basically, here's what that's going to look like, guys. I'm going to just help you all out. Watch this. And this is going to be because when we talk about the numbers, it's just math. And it's not too hard to do. All right. So matter of fact, let me do it this way. This one deal is worth 5 billion. The Nigerian oil tokenization deal is worth 3 billion. So now you have 5 plus 3, that's 8. And then we just secured that gold deal for 3 billion. So that's 11 billion. All right. With the B as in Baker. So what happens then at 25% that goes to Mediterra, which is of that 11 billion, that's 2.75 billion. Then what's going to happen is you're going to say 8% of that 2.75 now equals 220 million. Okay, now now the math is starting to work. So then when you divide that 220 million by 12,000 for all the node owners, that is how you get what it is. So it all depends on how many nodes you have. So for example, if you have 6 of those, 18,000, give or take a few, equals about 109, and you divide that by 18 months, you're looking at around 6 something a month, potentially, hypothetically. Because we know it could be much more or it could be less just starting out, okay? What I'm telling you is when it comes to the 3 plus 3, we have a lot of people who jumped on that 3 plus 3 deal because they understand that when you couple the all of this, when you talk about having the big three, real estate, which is the Redondo Beach deal, then you have the oil deal, which is the Nigerian deal, oil deal. Then we have to go, guys. That's what that is, okay? So hopefully I took the long way to answer that question for some of y'all because some of y'all like, man, is that what it is? Is that worth it? So that's what it is. Now, there's another question here that I can answer very quickly too. Someone asked, if you are able to put a timeline on, okay, someone says if you are able to put a timeline on when will be the last opportunity to purchase nodes, what day, year would you think, give or take? Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I can't put a timeline on it because I don't, some things you just can't measure. I can't measure when everyone decides to slam. But what I can tell you, based upon what I've seen and where we are now, and what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, they extended it the last day, I think, to next Wednesday. I think that's the 29th. I think that's what that is. Let me make sure, guys. Let me make sure. You've been waiting. You've been in, those have been sold. 10,001 been sold. And so, yep, July 29th. So between now and then, if it goes to the 29th, or which what I believe, I believe they're gonna sell out. They're gonna sell out, man, because shucks, I had to go get me some more. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I had to go get me some more. Me and my wife. I gotta make sure we safe, because the worst thing in the world you all is to look back 2, 3, 4 months down the line and say, man, oh my gosh. Instead of playing scared, I wish I would have just got at least 2 of them, you know. And and that's because I have it right here. When one of the things about this clip here is when you my bad. Let me close that out because some of y'all names is up there. Everybody see your name. When you go to this clip here, Bellator Life, you're going to see and hear Mr. Michael Thayer say that a few of these nodes could be your retirement plan. And that's one of the things that I wanted to share with you all. This is one of the reasons why I am seriously all in. It's because I see this as a retirement opportunity. Seriously, a lifestyle change indeed. And with all the success that we are having thus far, and it's just a truth. It is almost so unbelievable, you all, that you want to pinch yourself in dealing with these nodes. And of course, we got other nodes, but right now this is just an update on the Project X and where Bellator are. And so we're literally seeing people secure their nodes, earn daily passive income, and have fun while they're doing it. Okay. And so yeah, man, I'm really excited about it, you all. Okay, so let's get to another question here. I answered the 3 by 3, the date and time, the 29th. Okay, favors, how can I get added to your WhatsApp? Okay, that's easy. Just ask your upline if you're already in it. They know how to get it. Favors premiering, okay. And y'all have some good questions too, man. Okay, so when it comes to migration and how you migrate your nodes, all right, it is to my understanding. Here's how you do. When you first purchase your nodes are going to end up in your, depending on where you get them, but they should end up in your reward center, which is connected to your MetaMask. And once you get that, you have to then migrate those nodes, especially if you're on B1. And your upline, whoever invites you, they're gonna know how to talk you through, walk you through this. So this language, if you're not in it, then it may not be clear. But obviously, I'm speaking to those who are already in because I'm giving you an update too. But for some of you all who savvy, you know the language. So anyway, once you get them there, when you go to the migration and they got the link, we got the link for you. Then you can actually, let's say if two of you all go in, y'all split it, and you get in one account. It's at that moment where you can actually send it to their Miracle Wallet and one to your Miracle Wallet. And there's a way to choose how many of them. So the thing is, when you first get it, you pay attention to the date timestamp because they got everything dated and timestamp, especially if it's your first time getting one or two of them. You don't have anything but Project X nodes, right? So then that is the time, is to my understanding. Now, I've heard some people saying that you can maybe use the hashes and the transaction number to do it, but I'm looking to see how you go from Miracle Wallet to Miracle Wallet. But I asked someone, they said you probably can go from Miracle Wallet back to MetaMask, but I don't know, so I'm not going to risk playing with one of my nodes like that. I'm gonna just wait on corporate. I sent the email, and when they get back with me, I'll definitely let you guys know. But as of right now, the only way that Doc Favors know how to transfer the node is upon first purchasing them, and then when you get ready to migrate them to your Miracle Wallet, because you got to put in your address and destination. So if you went half with someone, you can then send them their node. Then send them theirs to their Miracle Wallet. Then you migrate yours to your Miracle Wallet. Okay. And also, I will say this: don't make a mistake doing the migration. My wife and I, we made a mistake and opened up a Miracle Wallet in her Yahoo email. Then we had to go over to her Gmail email, and Gmail works better, but for some reason it created two. So we got two different wallets, which is not a bad thing, because we still getting the rewards and everything. But just be conscious and mindful. Pay attention to those numbers, guys, because once you put it out there, this is blockchain, So you send it somewhere where it can't be sent, the likelihood of you getting it back is not really high. Okay. All right, so then that is how do you transfer the nodes? Someone say, how do you get started? The video. So easy, guys. You just get back to the person. So here's the thing. The way I do my videos, obviously, because we think about the whole team, we think about sharing and how we can help everyone grow. Okay. It's really a team and family effort, man. And I haven't been in a company like this in a long, 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 long time. So I do videos that are for my team, personal team, but also for others if they want to share it with the team. That's why you all hear me say it's important to get back with the person who actually shared this video. Now, you will also notice that I say if I'm the one, meaning if you in YouTube land and you out here on social media and my feed came by because of the algorithm, then I introduced it to you, right? So that means you don't have a sponsor. This is your first time seeing it. You are the one who I would invite to go down, look in the description, look in the section. You just click more, it'll pop up and my link will be there. And then once you get in there, you then go and send me an email and we'll put you in a private support group to help walk you through step by step, onboard you, and then help you see everything that's back here. So basically, you all, when you're talking about the livelihood and the state of where we are in terms of a company and why I really have grown to love this company and everything they have to offer. Number one, because it solves problems. All right. Is it easy? Is it duplicatable? Can you do it? Yes. Does it solve the problem? Can you get educated? Can you learn and why you're growing? Yes, all of that, you all. But most importantly, it's solid, rock solid. Been around for 9 years, like I said, going on, and everything. Some things I'm gonna tell you the truth. It moves at a pace. Okay. What do I mean by that? If you don't stay plugged in, just like the Project X knows, we launched these maybe about 3, 4 weeks ago. They about to be gone. If you don't stay plugged in, you could miss it just like that. Bow. And then you out here like, oh man, what I'm doing, what am I supposed to be doing? Did I miss something? Yes, you did. And here's where we just gotta, my upline said, I said, the owners and CEOs, the president said, ladies and gentlemen, we are all grown. And the reality is you have to deal with your mindset and start to look at this like a business. I know some of you all got other things you into, you got other side things, but when you start to take this serious and you see the power, the potential, you will then, trust me, want to posture yourself to keep your ear to the ground and stay plugged in. Because I'm telling you, people people are flying to us. We not necessarily. It's a lot of big. They looking for us. They searching for us. Why? Because we solve real world problems with real world solutions. You all look at this. When we talk about who benefit from this, you get the you have the ability to participate in billion-dollar oil deals that many people don't even know that's happening. Don't even know what's going on. That's what you get to be a part of. And so when we talk about these nodes right here, you all, you got. I'm gonna tell you, we got people literally buying up those $30,000 packages, the $6,000 package. They're buying them like they hotcakes, man. I'm not telling you all what I think. I'm not speculating. I'm telling you hard, cold facts, proof. Now, I'm not going to drop names and expose nothing out here live like this, you know. So if you don't believe it, then fine. This isn't for everyone. I understand that. But if you've been paying attention and you've been following favors and you've been looking at the growth and development and you've been seeing things happening, I think I think we all know something going on. Ooh, something is going on. So when we talk about updates, and I have that, of course, Dr. Mike reported in there. Everything is over here for you guys. When we talk about, when I say Bellator Life update, I'm letting you know, not to cause fear of missing out, but just trying to share with you that it is okay to move with a sense of urgency. You know, it's only so much research you can do before you say, you know what, I'm gonna have to just take a risk. And that is something that many people, risk taking is a skill set. I know I teach, I train on it. But those, watch this, if you take a risk, you got a 50-50%. You could lose or you could win. But if you don't do anything, you 100% won't achieve anything. Won't win nothing. You've already lost if you do that, okay? So how do you get involved? Once again, it's live on both. You can do VV1 or VV2. Once again, the person who shared this with you, they can show you which one is the best. We are promoting BV1 because there's a 15 tier piece still, I believe, or 7 or 15, one or two. The tier where your whole team is going to benefit. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. All three of those deals, you all, they are just in stage one. So once that word get out and other things start to happen, I haven't even told y'all talked about the Bucharest deal, the airport. Hadn't even talked about the two airlines that came in on something else and the deal with BMW. Yeah. See, we see what you all gotta understand. So when brands start coming to you like that, it doesn't do anything but boost up everything, the stock, all that stuff. And we were blessed to find this company and be in position to posture ourselves and do this. So all you gotta do, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then of course turn that bell notification on. And then leave a comment down below. I need a comment, y'all. And then after that, go get your link. Once again, you got to the 29th or before they sell out. And the way these are moving, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I would be surprised if it's still here by Monday. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So anyway, that is the update. Couple of Q&A. Don't forget you all to leave your comments down below. And as I get enough comments, if I get a lot of comments, then I'll do these updates more frequently. If I get a lot of questions, I'll do these updates more frequently. And I know if sometimes you all are out there and you can't get in touch with people, They went on and did other things, and they just not, plugged in. So I know some of you all have questions. I know that. That's one of the reasons why I do this. So that being said, hope something helped you. My goal was to share, give you some updates so that you can make an informed, educated decision about your future. So if I've done that, then I am pleased with that. So with that being said, this is Doc Favors. We'll definitely see you next time.